Alright, sorry about that. Hope that wasn't too long of a wait. 13 minutes, oh boy, I'm still not entirely set, but hello. I see people chatting. Lewis and Gabriel, hello. Hope you're still there. After you complete a run, does it immediately go to local ghosts? It depends on what you mean by run. Do you mean as in like just finishing a run? So like going from start to finish, and whether or not it's PB doesn't matter as long as it's a finished run? Or do you mean like an actual PB? Because well, I don't know why I asked both those questions, but the answer to both of them is yes, it goes to local ghosts. This is also where all of the ghosts are downloaded if you get them from the ghost database. So there'll be runs that you could download and get on there. But you have to make it so that if you want more than one run to be saved, so anything other than a PB, then you have to change it in your settings. Right at the bottom here, save which time trial ghost. It will by default be set to fastest only, and I change it to all runs just in case I get a really good pace, like I did with my European top fail, and I wanted to save it because that was no way in hell going to be a PB or a top 5 run after I messed up the last turn. So not the last turn, the last lap. So I have this on, save the ghost automatically, and it is in local ghosts. And unless you connect to the ghost database in any way at all, this is the only place you can find the ghosts. They will only be located here, and until you go onto the database and upload all of them, or as many of them as you can, they will just remain here. If that makes any sense. I really hope that I didn't spend like the last 3 minutes just describing all that, and Gabriel's not even here, and he's going to come back and be like, so, what was the answer to my question? I'm like, fuck you. Ugh, I'm not doing that again. Hello, Lord Soup. How often do you play Wii U daily? Does that mean use the console to play off of, or play actual Wii U games? Because to use the console to play off of, every time I play this game, it's pretty much whenever I play on the Wii U. I'm using it right now. I used it yesterday in a run. I used it in the day before, and so on and so forth. Every day so far in October. Wii U games, I pretty much don't play Wii U games at all anymore, really. My Wii U is practically like a virtual Wii, except for last month, when I decided to play Wii Fit U instead. The console to play games from disc games, then yeah, pretty much every session, everything you see me doing is probably going to be from the Wii U, because that's my console, that's what I have in my room. And hello Scorpy, good luck. Look, it's that stupid no name. Ah, yeah. Yeah, what was I saying? There it is. There's the thing. There's the thing. And there's the other thing. Limbo Jimbo. Limbo Jimbo. Jimbo Limbo the Dimbo Jimbo. I was ahead of him. I uploaded the comparison, if anyone has seen that at all on YouTube or not. It's up now. Done, dusted. Go and take a look at it. It's kind of interesting. Not really, but it's, yeah. Give me views, please. Thanks. Right. I need the toilet. And I also need to set up my tablet so that it's over here so I can listen to things while I'm doing shit. So I'm going to go and set that up. Oh. Where is the cable? Where? It's not over here already, is it? Oh my god. Hiding in plain sight with like all of the other cables. Ugh. Right. Right. Give me a sec. Alright, this is weird. I forgot that the game actually does this, so I came in and just stared at the screen from the doorway and was like, what the fuck's happened to my console? And I just realised, oh yeah, I didn't A through here. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. What do we watch? What do we read? What are we reading? I finished the Daisy Circuit grind, Lewis. Well, I got a time. If I remember correctly, you were with 5th EU and you aired me on YouTube for your fail. You were with 5th EU. Oh, you mean that run? The 218038. That's Roy's time, isn't it? I've not compared myself with Roy. So I wouldn't know. I'm gonna take a look. I should still have Roy's Time downloaded. Also, we're on schedule today. I'm starting playing the game pretty soon. There, yes. Compare yourself with everybody. That's completely and utterly impossible, and I would be here for the rest of my life. Also, hello, Soup Played, and yes, you are green. This time is also kind of nostalgic to me. This was third worldwide when I started the track. 2:19. I was a millisecond ahead of this. Those doubles look weird to me. I don't know why. Nice shortcut though. 044. Yeah, I was ahead of this time then, very slightly. You are right, Scorpy. Nice, nice. I used to talk to that guy. I remember Roy. Oh, interesting. I think he's still around. I'm pretty sure he goes by like the alias Frost. Watching a video Lewis sent you. Ooh, interesting. Ugh, right. Confusing all of a sudden. The jumper is off, but the slippers are on. Oh, you have him added on Discord. That's kind of cool. Never spoke to him myself. He always seemed like quite a random player, because I think the only place I really saw him in a top 10 for the longest time was on this one for MC3. But since the Ghost Data update came out, I found he's had other times elsewhere. He also played Daisy Circuit, so here you go. Oh, he plays League of Legends like me, and we have the same favourite Shamion in the game. Nice. Champion. Shamion. I was like, I don't know what that word means, but I'm just going to pretend I know what it means. Like, but it was actually a typo. How entertaining is that? Right. Let's go. Let's throw this piece of crap in the bin. Let's do a track to warm up on after I've picked the stream to lurk at for a bit. Start. We're on time today. I'm feeling kind of refreshed. Kind of not. Because we are not going past 1 o'clock today. Unless I get the super raid again from Demon. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hello, Sean. Oh, and you both like MC3. Well, that's a bonus as well. Though I like that, how that was the one that you pointed out last. The thing that you pointed out last. Oh. Will you marry me, Lewis? Why are you proposing to everybody? Right. What are we playing today then, game? I don't know if I want to play this. Proposing to everybody reduces your attractiveness. Maybe I wasn't supposed to say that you've been proposing to everybody. It might have increased your chances. Whee! I don't want to play this track. Actually, it's not too bad. I'll give it a go. It's actually kind of nostalgic now because I remember the old one with the really old brick texture. I'm desperate. Anyone but Soup played. I think it's going to have to be Soup played. Yeah, I'm okay with this track. Not really against it, but I don't really like it either. It's just kind of like one of the ones I remember. It's okay, Lord Soup. You have my permission to be as honest as you want. I'll just do that. Saves any problems. There's a shortcut over here, isn't there? Nice. This is the bit I hate the most. This is the one section I don't like about this track. And this bit. But I remember when I first played this track back in the day, I'd just trick over those yellow things. They're like my favourite thing. Whee! That was really interesting. I have an extra shroom here. Where do I use it? Somewhere. That was a weird wheelie lock. Oh, you bastard. Shh. Let's just not trick off anything now, shall we? Why did you do that, you bastard? Okay, I immediately hate this track just for doing something like that. It was just like, bounce, and then off you go to the right for some reason. Oh, well. I like you, Soup, just not in that way. You know what? I will legally marry you right now because I fell off the track. There you go. You are now husband and wife. I'll let you sort out which one's which. Right. Wow. Sean's so desperate to marry someone, he's starting to ask himself. That's interesting. Lol, because that's clearly what he just did. No logical person would ask me that question. There you go. Even Soup Played is proposing to you, Sean. He's even suggesting an alternative last name. How interesting. I should have done like a triple mini turbo around that turn. I got nunchucked. That's why that happened like that. Hello, Ender. Will you marry him? Whee! Whee! Stop side tricking. God damn it. That was weird, really weird. Really weird was what I was about to say. Don't do it. Don't do it. You bastard. You did it, but I didn't fall off the track. do. Ah, fuck, why? God damn it. It's like, side trick, off you go. I don't know you, so maybe. That is a really strange thing to say after I don't know you. After they just immediately proposed to you. Okay. What if we kissed at the MC3 starting line? That's not gonna happen. For anyone. Why would anyone want to kiss on MC3 full stop? Why would anyone get any benefit from playing that track? Lewis, you've had benefits, right? I don't know why you just said that. I thought we had something special, but this whole time, and now I feel it betrayed, and he's just like, okay, I don't care. My friend, that's a betrayal. Sorry. I don't know what I asked in the first place. Have you had any benefits from doing MC3? That's what I was going to say. But it just came out like as an entirely different question. Whee! Off I hit the wall. Hit everything. That wastes like a second, but I just want to not fall off a track because for some reason that seems to want to do this today. Ah! The only benefits I see I got from playing MC3 is noticing details consciously. That's actually pretty interesting. A pretty decent one as well. Check out this clip. Handy XX3 is streaming Mario Kart Wii. Why is the guy falling? Weird. Yeah. Weird. There! That's how you do the shortcut. That's how you do that, I believe. Or like roughly how you do that. Ah. I don't know why I whistled there. This track's a thing. Don't you dare! Don't you I don't know why I just find that so funny. It's okay, it didn't fall off. Well, that wasn't a soft drift. That was me trying to put 2 mini turbos around this turn. Like double mini turbo. Something like that. I don't want to have that run. Cool. Let's just ignore that ever happened. I don't even remember what cup it's on, so we're going to MC3 now. That was a something and a half. But it was funny. Oh. Well, it told me which cup it was on. No, fuck you. I don't want to play that track. It's so weird. It's fun to play, but I'm just doing really stupid things. Right, did I miss anything important? What is that attachment? Appropriate. It's appropriate. You won't have all those emotes tomorrow unless you pay for a sub. Have you thought of that yet, Sean? Or, well, have you thought of how you could get money for that yet, Sean? What was that item thingy actually for? It was because me and Sean were actually talking about the emotes, I believe. Me, Sean, and Soupblade were all talking about Tom's emotes, and something somewhere came up, and I just thought of the idea randomly on stream. Okay, so it strengthened it. I still have struggles with details because I tend to see the overall picture, but now I can see details when I put energy into them, if this makes sense. Yeah, no, I see it. It's like if you went to the woods or something and you just be like, and you look around, you'd be like, huh, this is a woods. But then if you had a bit more of an attention to detail, you'd just be like, you walk into a wood and you'd be like, okay, there's at least about 123 trees around here. Most of them are pine. A couple of them are beech, sorry. Because those two types of trees would grow around each other. They're quite tall and they would need to be tall developing trees in order to outgrow each other in height to get more sunlight, indicating that the ground would be spongy because of all the pine needles, and you would probably find pine cones there. A lack of sunlight would probably be also probable, and you would actually find some small ashes here and there, as in ash trees. There you go. I went into too much detail there. I guess there's also an aspect of overthinking things as well with this, which I actually think is Jake's problem with this track, but who knows? It's where he overthinks things to the point where he starts like making up strategies. Almost, it's kind of interesting. Missing the correct shroom spot. I don't give a shit. Also, MC3 showed me that you can theoretically do anything you want as long as you put the energy time on it. Yeah, I think honestly, you can do more than what you want from what it showed me, because this is my time currently is faster than I ever thought I'd be able to push it toward, or faster than I ever initially aimed for. So that's something interesting. I could get the money purely out of the other people's hearts. You are going to murder people and sell their hearts. My God, you are a disgusting human being. Get out of my stream. Marry someone and then divorce them. I see! That's why you're asking everyone to marry them. And you're not asking Soupblade because you know he doesn't have any money. Ah. I see what you're talking about now. Or you can marry them and become like a gold digger or something. Sweetie, can I have some money to go and sub to Tomothy? I'll pay you back in special ways. Oh my God, I hate myself for saying that. Oh, and then Sean just straight up says sucks and blows in a message. Just after I see that, like the first thing I read. You're not going to clip that. Good. Good. Don't clip it. I don't want that to be part of Peach -2 plus 4 minus... Wait, no. Peach plus 4 minus 2 equals 2. Yeah, there we go. Just an unnecessary amount of adding to get to the same number. I do not find that funny. It is probably because I'm from another culture, or I did not get the joke in general. Don't worry. Don't worry, Lewis. Ah, fuck, it was clipped anyways. Well, goodbye. You'll have to be in Peach 4 now. No! No. If we're gonna get anything at Peach 4, it will be me in a goddamn penguin suit. Because clearly that's something that the crowd wants. Not gonna happen. Unless I randomly beat Jimbo's time for my first .3, then I will do it. As long as Chris Jaw picks and pays for it for me. Right. Weird. My feet are in slippers. They are sweating, but they are bone cold. It's really weird. You can't have it now. I haven't beaten Jimbo. That's my first point 3. Oh god. The change thing still exists. If more than 2 people have signed it, I'm gonna go and cut my toes off. 0 people have signed it. It just says 0 on my screen. Where do I sign? You don't sign. You don't sign, Lewis, please. Two people on your screen. No, stop it. You believe Chris Jaw signed it? Probably. I think it was you and Chris are the only people. It's Chris's idea initially, so of course he's going to sign it. Some guy called Peter has managed to skip over 12,000 times. That's all I can remember. Some guy called Peter managed to jump a skipping rope over 12,000 times in an hour. Really? It's a world record. We looked it up. Well, we think he'd like Spotify Premium. Instead of just 6 skips an hour, Spotify Premium gives you unlimited skips so you can jump between tracks as much as you like. Learn more about Premium when you tap the banner. Go on. Do it for Peter. There you go. Oh, fuck. We got a Jake and Tell as well. Maybe we should have a Peter emote in the server. What do you think? I can't really make it a Twitch emote because I probably need to get the right to use his face for that, but Peter wouldn't know any better. Was it on Discord? Peter will be none the wiser. There you go. That's better said. Imagine if Peter found the memes. All the stuff that we've made of him. In my tiny little shitty corner of Twitch. The handy 863 shit show. He probably already knows that there are, like, just general memes revolving around him because of the fucking Spotify ad. He has to be aware of that. Because the thing is a copy pasta in general. Okay. That was a late stream. I'm pretty sure. Oh, my nose. What the hell? Ugh. Hello, Jordan. I've mainly just started, so I guess this is kind of like the warm-up stage. Nothing too interesting so far. I think that was actually the first lap I finished. You missed me fucking around on Headlong Skyway or whatever the hell that thing is. It was like the track that I got as my warm-up track. And I didn't finish a run because I kept falling off in the weirdest and most comical ways, I guess. Imagine being a Sean, imagine not being a Sean. He's got a point. Oh, hello, Harvey. Not Harvey, Harry. You've got a V at the end of your name. Harry Var. Welcome. I almost completely missed you. Just grabbing some chicken, back in a sec. That sounds great. That was my breakfast this morning, actually. To enjoy the incoming 0.3. My God. Chicken and a 0.3. You're sold for a really good day. I don't think it will happen, though. But, you know, I'm always pessimistic. Yeah, chicken for breakfast. So I just woke up at lunchtime and that's what happened. I had for lunch. That's just how life works at the moment. It wasn't an intentional thing. But that is what happens when you go to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm going to go to bed earlier today though. Unless I get raided again. Triple Mini Turbo is playing silly buggers again. That's just what it usually is like on warm-up. I've been getting it less consistently since October started. But as soon as I get it down, it should be fine. It's weird to think that the drift strat between Funky and Daisy during the Triple Mini Turbo is that much of a difference. So easy to do with Funky, but Daisy, Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess it's more of the difference between the vehicles rather than the characters. It's an interesting difference, though. And the Triple Mini Turbo is technically faster on the Bowser bike than it is on the Mop bike. So I compared... Well, actually, it's... I'm not too sure. I compared... It was either I compared Tyler or I compared Luke's actual world record to Luke's Funky BKT here. And they were just tied throughout the whole thing. Through the Triple Mini Turbo, the Bowser bike and the Mop bike just stayed with each other. There we go. That was just me timing it wrong, but that was the right angle. Triple Mini Turbo with Bowser bike is great to pull mechanically, but the Mop bike is such a hassle. To add to the list, Triple Mini Turbo has been figured out for Bullet Bike now. I don't know if Scorpy's still around. He'll be able to tell you more about that because he's actually done it, but it looks like a nightmare. Okay, that's alright. Don't know why I turned in the wheelie like twice there. Late. That's fine. On bullet bite, how? Pain and suffering and a lot of attention, I guess, to where the bike is and the timing. I've never done it with bullet bite, and I don't want to either. I think it was actually Emil that found a way, and I think I think it's more doable because Emil drifts. Just because of the way Emil drifts the triple in the first place, where he drifts it a lot earlier than other people, and he kind of pivots around a lot instead of just one soft drift angle. So more consistent with Funky and the triple mini turbo. Yeah, it would be. You just have to hold into one of the diagonal angles on that. It's incredibly satisfying as well with Bowser Bike too, to be honest. Better safer than sorry with the double turn and the wheelie. Yeah. Like, it's not... depending on what you do, it's not really worth learning it unless you've at least got a 118, I'd say. It's not really necessary until the low 118s, arguably. But I do it because it's actually more comfortable than the double mini turbo. For me, physically. My thumb gets to rest in just one position. Whereas, opposed to double, I'm constantly moving back and forth. It's the same, I think it's actually the same reason as to why Yasha decided to do triple instead. Yasha only pushed to a 118.4 with this track using double. Because he didn't like the technique, he told me. But then as soon as Luke figured out the triple mini turbo, he decided to have a go at the track and got his 0.0. This is just my timing at the moment. I think it's mainly letting me down with that. Ah. Ugh. Would it be ban-worthy if someone notched their controller, you think? Or me and Bint have had like almost an argument about this. I don't personally think it's fair. to oh, there's the Jake and Tell. I don't personally think it's fair to have the controller notched, because you're giving yourself an advantage over players in a sense where, you know, if you just buy the controller out of the box and then modifying it, most people aren't going to really do that, if that makes any sense. You're not going to actually get it like that. But there's nothing really stopping anybody from doing it if they choose to. And there's no real way, unless everybody plays with hand cam on, then there's not really anything stopping them. But otherwise, I just don't think and the since Smash Bros. Melee players have waved out its notches, etc., and it's agreed to be okay. Yeah. I just don't. I mean, I just don't personally think it's fair, because not everybody's controllers are going to be the same out of the box. But there's nothing stopping anybody. That was kind of the thing that me and Bint were discussing. Because I think Bint said that he was, like, at least considering it. And I just said I didn't think it was fair. Anyways. If that makes any sense. I don't know. Right. I've got nothing set up for this, so this is going to take a little bit. Yeah. You probably could for chains and stuff, but... Or, like, specific tricks, if you only wanted, like, up and... If you wanted, like, up and side tricks. Oh, the repetition here. This is not going to be nice listening to it on Google Translate. Right. What else is saying there? Said here, what did Jordan say about it? Super Mario Kart, they sand down the dot between the D-pad and it's okay somehow. If you're not playing the game the way it's intended, then no, it's cheating. Yeah, that was kind of like my point, I guess. Just a very simplified version. If you're not playing the game the way that the controllers come from the box, then it's different, I guess. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. If you put this much time in to the controller, you might as well put the time into actually learning the game and getting good. That's a very good point. Didn't even think about it like that. If you loosen the D-pad so it can spam easier, I reckon that's cheating, but no one could tell, I guess, except your inputs would show a lot of wheelies. Yeah. No, you didn't miss it. Sean. I'm just reading through all of the other paragraphs first. I can sort of let a wear and tear controller slide since it's happened naturally unless it somehow finds its way to rapid fire. Yeah. I mean, I've got this controller here, back here. I've got a classic controller. The Luigi Hori GameCube style one. It has like a turbo mode on it and a rapid fire. Can do that. I've never used it though, and I never will. For example, my friend is a controller modder for Melee, and I could get him to do it for me and have it by tomorrow. So as in, would you get him to mod your controller for this game? Or would you do it for Melee? Because it would make sense if you would do it for Melee. For this game though, he would have to know the different angles that you would need. Turbo could be hard to implement in a mid-TT. Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it in this track even if I wanted to, because it's on a completely different controller to the one that I'd use. I use Wiimote and Nunchuck, and this is on like a classic controller GameCube thing. Right. You need to separate the button activator, surely. Rapid fire. Crapid fire. Yeah. Probably. Play the game. I'll play the game at the same time. I was talking about Mario Kart Wii. All I need is the angle, and he could do it, I guess. But again, I never would. I only TT for fun. Oh, if you TT for fun, then it's not even worth doing something like that. Like, it would only even be something that you'd consider at a very high level. Where's my desktop audio thing gone? That's the right thing. Cool. It is possible. It's possible with any game at the end of the day. But everyone has a different way of perceiving it, I guess. Why did you repeat so many words? My god, this one's gonna be terrible. Oh, that's Lord Soup in the middle there. Cool, right. For anyone who doesn't want to hear Translate Bitch speak a load of nonsense, then please mute your stream now. Lol, I guess. Being suspected beaten of using a rapid fire CCP. That's interesting. He spams that quickly, does he? Right, that should have no game audio. For all we know, Luke could have a turbo rapid fire notch controller. Nah. Can tell he doesn't. I've seen Luke's inputs. Doesn't look like they work like that. Ace is gonna hold it to the grave. Wow. Anyways, the translate thing.
Think JQNC. Oh my god. Someone else has redeemed the Jake Intel reward. I am a very happy person in a penguin suit dancing around in my room and is doing the orange justice dance. Man Cyan. What if you became a dancer? Just do like ballerina or old style dancing.
No.
Actually, that can be your career over this SNES Pussy Circuit 3 using the Pussy Mobile.
I hate
Imagine
dancing.
everyone that Cyan decides to become a dancer like LVK and make a professional team, then celebrate by taking a smoke break. How lovely is that? JQNC, JQNC, JQNC. JQNC, JQN shut your fucking mouth Google Translate. Even Cyan knows better than that to not say JQNC, because of Lord Soup 999999999. Dilly dilly dilly. Peter 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 Peter.
These are just
pizza,
filler
pizza,
words.
Pizza. Jimbo Jimbo Jimbo. A bunch of references of useless but funny and unknown things even Alexa didn't know about P. Now I've been working on the some guy called Peter thingy piece of fuck. So, Lord Soup 999, RKN tells aka Jake Walls were a massive mistake. Fuck 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 fuck
Why is it saying it like that?
fuck fuck shit 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 shit. I have successfully ITERUPTED the Jake wall. Oh, bread motherfuckers. Jake UNC. Some guy called Peter managed to jump a skipping rope over 12,000 times in a day. Seriously. It's a world record track. We even looked the piece of fuck up. Well, we think he'd like Spotify Premium full of malware. Instead of just 69 skips an hour, Premium gives you 420 skips. So you can jump between tracks with Hungry Box advertisements. Learn more about Premium when you tap the link that gives you a virus on your computer. Go on, do it for Peter. Okay. That sounds about right. And Cyan, Lord Soup 999, no joke, I played Mario Kart Wii to prepare for my road test. I didn't even think about winning the races. I just stayed on the right side of the lane and drove at a reasonable speed.
That's the wrong side.
I didn't try to pull off any tricks on the ramps because I wouldn't be able to pull off tricks during the road test. I didn't drive through any of the item boxes either. You wouldn't be able to use mushrooms during the road test. My cousin told me he tried and he said they failed him when they found out. So I played JQNC. Yes, I got it fucking right. It was on point. No excuses can be made, Cyan. Suck it up. Suck it up. Suck it up. I am a very happy man. WHO just had Mexican and Burpsy www Cyan. Also, lockdown day 200. If I'm honest here, I actually mean it, but it has been a very long ride throughout the coronavirus pandemic. Especially now since I may have just gotten exposed to it recently with someone I was with at a meeting outside. Their co-worker tested positive for the coronavirus, so I might have JQNC.
Oh no!
To quarantine, which if I'm honest, I don't wish or want to do that, especially having to do online school in the progress. And boy me, I went through depression during the fucking lockdown and online school. But it is strange and sad about the situation we're all living in now. And do hope everyone does continue to get through this safely, and hopefully soon we'll be back to normal and not have to have a bunch of restrictions and masks. That's the end of Jake Intel.
Yay.
Now fucking sleep, kiddos. JQNC, and fuck you FUCKSOUP 999.
Oh, I got the whole thing in. There you go. Right, sorry about that. It's not over. It's only a third complete. I apologise, but I will stop to read chat. There's a lot of ace talk. I can see. People had their suspicions. He's proved himself innocent, though, so that's all that matters. I'd see it as a backhanded compliment, to be honest. I guess so. Oh, I assume that's aimed at Luke, actually. Because if I have to be completely honest, regarding Luke, I was kind of suspicious of him too. That was more so when, you know, he would just play and constantly keep winning in CT Worldwides and shit. Whenever you would find him on there. All the time. I had some joke theory that he was NSJ beaten from 2010, and some people took me up on that offer unironically. That's really stupid. We didn't call him a spin your girl. Spin your girl's pussy beaten for nothing. Yeah? Yeah? Hello, Ron. Reminds me of the trailer for Park Boys. Interesting. And thank you for the luck. The laziest ace joke is just beating your meeting, but that still cracks me up for some reason. Yep. He plays off stream. I saw he got a new Toad's Factory time. In fact, I have a comparison waiting to go up on YouTube of that. It was like back in August, late August. As DK Snowball Cross, nice. Oh, hey! We got a raid from Daniel. Oh, 20 people. That's another big raid. Thank you, Daniel. Hope all is well. I assume you're still continuing with Mushroom Gorge. Good job on that, by the way. Good job on your continued work on that, by the way. There we go. We're just doing translate stuff at the moment while I'm catching up on chat, and then I'm doing more stuff. Oh, that's the Wii remote dead. Okay. No. I wouldn't even begin to picture where, like, the Jimmy Cup begins and ends. It looks so complicated. It's a one-frame trick. My goodness. Good luck with your runs. Hope it goes better than my stream was. And thanks. Thank you. Thank you for the luck. I will try my best. I think I've just managed to warm up to the triple mini turbo now, so that's nice. Quick changeover with the batteries. I'll carry on with the translate text. If anyone is around who doesn't want to listen to translate, just casually chatting shit in the background, then mute the stream now, I guess. What capture card do I have? An Ava Media Live Gamer Portable. Specifically the first edition. Really good capture card, because if you don't have a good enough computer to run a capture card, you can record with the capture card itself on just like an SD card. Anyways. Here we go! China! Where are you? Not here. Okay. Oh, you bastard. Wait, no, that goes to there. This goes to here. I've lost it. I guess we'll go and simplify then. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, I messed it up. Selfish heaven. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Right. Oh no, okay.
RenJQNC. Oh selfish heaven. Manned award completion. Jakeen Tal encouragement. I'm a very pleasant person. I'm a penguins. I'm a penguins. I'm a west suit. And I'm an orange suit. Man Cyan. Dancer. Zenmi ban imaged ballet dance performance or a old-fashioned dance.
I will happily
in
ban
practice,
those.
this is possible to use Pussy Mobile in SNES Pussy Circuit 3 imaginary individual. Science Sensei LVK. This sample dancer team building to Andui. After that, Lottery King Ma, Neo Takaru, Jake UNC, demanding Jake demanding, Jake demanding, Jake
This is
demanding,
very true.
Google Translate, etc.
Yes, he
Jake
was.
UNC. The cause of the problem. Lord Soup 999. Multiplication table. Multiplication table. Dilly dilly dilly. He got. Pizza pizza pizza. Jimbo Jimbo Jimbo. Massive quotation unnecessary however, the taste is unknown. East-West Jinji Alexa Miyako Shoramichi.
The taste is unknown.
I'm a direct researcher. Man screaming him, this matter, and others died. Lord Soup 999. RKN criminal accusation aka manipulation 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 manipulation. Oh, bread mother. Jake UNC. 1 screaming Peter like house. 1 heavenly jump rope. 12,000th. The truth is that this is a world record trail, and that it is the same as the one in the world. Good luck. Self-help, etc. Hope Spotify Premium filling case. Premium non-advertising small-time jump 69th. Reduction can mean provided 420th jump. Cause this mean can resident hungry box confessional song no more jumping. Calculator desk infection toxic infection at the time of contact.
What?
Understanding related premium like further information. Jizu he is good. Good luck, bad luck, good luck. Lord Soup 999, separately open toy laughter. My toy Mario Kart we coming to associate. I'm dying, I'm imagining, I'm wondering, I'm on the right side of the road, and I'm on a reasonable speed. What is the skill of completing the test on the road, and what is the skill of completing the lawlessly during the test period? I'm a dead car. During the period of staying in the road. The lawless use of mushrooms, my younger brother's accusation, my other's examination, other explanations, and other dismissals. I'm a toy JQNC. I'm dead. This is 1 point. What is the borrowing of the impossible submission? Sucking up. Sucking up. Sucking up. I'm a very pleasant person. A Mexican. Hitting PS asterisk www cyan. The same sample, the 200th heaven. This is the story of the virus. My intention is true, but the virus is in the midst of a pandemic of coronavirus, and the virus is currently present, and the reason is that it is possible recently. At the time of external appearance, the coronavirus poisoning is possible due to other factors. Jake UNC, isolation, quarantine, self-desired, irrelevant, inevitable progress, school time, quarantine, blockade, school period. However, the current situation is that the feeling of processing is strange, and the feeling of suspicion is strange. Jakeen Tal has been united, and now he is a deadly sleeper. Jake UNC. Other like the other like.
Is that it? Is that the way it ends? Oh my god. That was a very interesting thing to listen to. I like the bit where it said, I'm a very nice person because I'm a Mexican. Not just any Mexican, but a Mexican. How can you even TT with this in the background? Like this, but poorly, I guess. Apologise for everyone who just wants a civilized gameplay stream. That was amusing, though. Manipulation. Why? Why was that there? What caused it? What did it convert to do that? Also saw Jeff's video recently where he made the gap jump on Mushroom Gorge with the star or some shit. Like, why is that even a thing? Because people have found a way to abuse TF inputs anywhere. Like the inputs you can use to make the Shroomless cut, you can now do it with a star rock hop on GV, star Shroomless gap jump on Mushroom Gorge. Kind of cool, I guess, but yeah. I agree. I mean, I was kind of surprised when Hopless became a thing for gap jump, but this is next level. Well, Hopless actually existed for quite a while. I believe Jas used it for quite a bit, because when I was playing Mushroom Gorge to beat the expert Staff Ghost, it, he came in and told me that it's just an easier way of doing the track, the Hopless stuff. Anyways, we had a 20-second ad break. I think that's appropriate after this. Actually, I'm going to read everything else first and then I'll run that. Oh, never mind. Everything else has been said. I never learnt Hopless anything. It's not too difficult. I'm too old. Fair enough. Don't you mean 120 seconds? Is that not what I said? Anyways. Let's close that down now. Let's have that back on. You said 20. I can't run a 20-second ad. Right. See you after the break, everybody. Enjoy the ads. Tell me what they are. Oh, headphones. Yes. Alright, that's the ads done. You don't have ads. That is a crime. Get ads immediately. Why don't you play Among Us with Bradley? Broodlie. Don't really have an interest in it. Would be a great way to hang out with him again. Because we barely do that anyways, in general. But I just don't... Just not interested in that. Or Fall Guys or anything. I didn't even mean to redeem this. I just wanted to promote... Wait, I didn't even mean to redeem this. I just promoted to cash in my 1,200 channel points and clicked. Oh, okay. It was one of those automatic things. There you go then. Twitch manipulation. Hello again, Scorpy. Ah, yes, we were talking about triple mini turbo with the bullet bike earlier. And I said that you would probably be the best person to talk to because you know how it feels to do. You do triple mini turbo with mop bike better than me, so you would know how to do. You would know a good comparison between how it feels to do bullet bike and everything. Soft drifting, yeah. Okay, well I can explain that much. You should go for 150. I might go for third sometime. That's gonna be that's gonna be really interesting to see you have that. I don't know how I feel about everybody beating Tom. I remember hanging out in Tom's streams like back in 2012 and 13 when he'd play Goldmine for world records. I was going to say something, I can't remember. I remember once, I don't know if anyone else was around about this time, but back, a long time back when Tom was still grinding for world records on Goldmine and everything, I think he was in like a back and forth with Fox actually. He was streaming attempts, he had like a 151.2 or something, and his little sister came in. And his sister was just sat on stream with him, just chatting to Tom and just chatting to the chat and everything. She was like, I don't know, like 11 at the time or something. Just like a little kid just talking to the chat and everything. And I was there, I witnessed that live. And Tom set a world record with her, just sat next to him. She was just hanging out on stream. It was adorable. I tried finding to see if he had highlighted that run, but he must have not done so. It was like and it was a long time ago. Yeah, it was so cute. I specifically remember a point where she read out something on the chat, and she was like, "Two Sword Sister, please read this," and then she read it out. And then she was like, what does that mean? And then Tom broke it down and he said, you're my sister, aren't you? And she was like, yes. And then she said, and you read that out or something? And she was like, yeah. And then you were like, well, there you go then. And she was asking other questions as well. Like, it was like, what's this red light on? And it's like, that's the microphone. That's how people can hear us. Or something, Tom said. It was just so cute. I just loved it. You're just never going to get that again. I feel like Tom was far more wholesome at this point in time. And his sister was, I guess, as well. She's grown up since then. I'm pretty sure before Tom moved out, she was the one that would shout down the corridor at him to be quiet. It was sweet. I loved it. I wish I highlighted it. I would download aspects of Tom's streams to look back at them on my old computer and old hard drive and everything. And that was never one of the things that I thought to do. It will forever just have to be cemented in my memory until that fades into nothingness. Just got a soft drift, really. It's easy, bro. Just soft drift. I feel if I soft drifted it, I'd hit the mud anyways. Yeah. That's what would happen if I tried to do it as well. Remember when Tom used to change his voice a lot? Those were the days. Change his voice a lot. Still does that, doesn't he? I assume you mean his impressions. Where he would just do random voices. And he would do that, like, high pitched kind of voice. And then a low, serious voice. Don't you guys change your voice's tone when you speak another language? Probably. Well, actually, no. You've heard me try and pronounce Spanish words, Lewis. I do it in the most British way possible, where I just look at the spelling and try and relate it to how it would sound as if it was a British word and just say it in, like, the most British way possible. It's like... It's really stupid. You're like... You probably just sit there and laugh. And then have me to put the word in Google Translate, so Translate says it properly, and I'm like, oh, that's how you say it. Though I do understand what you mean. If someone who is initially English, like as their first language, but they might also happen to know another language in the background as like a second language that they're fluent in, they sound different. They do change up the tone. There's a lot of people that I know that are fluent in another language. That happens to be the case. Spanish specifically, actually. That one's like really interesting if someone's really fluent in that language and they happen to be English speaking first. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I do that as well. Like, whenever I go, fuck, that's kind of me just copying Tom. I sound different when I am speaking English, Spanish, and Chinese. There you go, then. I speak Spanish, my voice kind of different tone. Yep. Yeah. Things have changed for Tom, and it is kind of sad, but... As long as it's not Birmingham style. What? Birmingham... Spanish with a Birmingham accent. Oh my god. Well, if you want to find out how that would sound, just go to Bradley's stream and just be like, "Oi, Bradley, pronounce some Spanish words in English." He's actually got I think he's got Joey in chat with him, who can speak Spanish. So Joey would actually help him in cool. I study Japanese as my degree, and when I try speaking, that people say my voice goes so different. There you go then. Hello again, Soup Plate. Imagine speaking Spanish in a chavvy English accent. Oh. That sounds really... Yeah, it sounds really stupid. I honestly don't think anyone who's really chavvy is smart enough to learn Spanish properly. No offense to anyone who is, but they're really stupid. I swear. It's just a weird idea in my head. Yeah, you have to have a different accent to talk a different language, actually. That's how you kind of enunciate some sort of... the way that the... Oh, what's the way I want to say it? Like, the way that some words and vowels within the words are kind of, like, emphasized. They're done differently. So you kind of just change up the accent anyways. That's how accent exists in the first place, I guess. Japanese has 2 alphabets, plus Kanya, which comes from Chinese, and our characters. That might be why the Google Translate can translate Chinese letters from Japanese. Interesting. Chinese alphabet has like 30,000 characters. There you go then. When my family on my mum's side tried to pronounce my dad's family members, it's kind of funny. Lewis, will you be my Spanish tutor? Yeah, Spanish names, yeah. It is the same thing as when I speak English, since it is not my mother tongue. I sound weird. I know that about Japanese Harry, but I thought it was like that. My bad. You need to be able to read over 2,000 Kenya to understand a newspaper. Eesh. Yeah, Google Translate freaks it up and it's pretty funny. The Jake and Tell that we just had on stream, that's what I did for it, Soup Played, and it just completely changed everything. There was just a massive paragraph in the middle where it was just going, manipulation, 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 just in my ear holes for like a solid 2 minutes. I was trying to play the track. It was really weird. Also, Jake is a Mexican. Also, this was going to be a good triple mini turbo until I preemptively released the drift there for some reason. I actually need to try and focus on the game. I could have driven something and I'm just like... Manipulation, 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 manipulation. I can teach you Spanish if you want, but you need a goal, a solid goal. That's a good point. Spanish is apparently the most useful language other than English. Yeah. A lot of people seem to know how to speak it in like other countries. We've had this conversation before with Lewis, actually. German grammar is the worst. Oh, I had German in secondary school and I don't remember a word of it. Be it desire to learn the language because you like it, or be it professional uses. Probably both. I learnt Spanish to be able to better understand my grandpa's offensive jokes he always tells. That would sound like one of the reasons I would properly learn Spanish, so I could talk to Lewis. He would just tell me things like that. And hello, Bladestorm. Is this a Handy 863 stream that I have finally returned to? Maybe. That's all I'm going to say to that. I'd probably learn Spanish because I want to. Yeah. Me too. Me too. I'm going to learn Chinese, and I started to listen to Chinese songs, and I find it lovable. That's cool. That's cute. You're not following on this account. Oh, thanks. Thanks for following. You can secretly talk to Lewis. Well, you would... I think there are several other people who just said that they kind of speak Spanish here, so you'd be speaking to... You'd be hiding secrets from me, unless Lewis also teaches me Spanish. It just gets more complicated. The more you think about hypothetical stuffs. How did you get the timer on the top left? The clock. Embre gave it to me. Embrez, I think. Yeah. Which reminds me, I actually would need to change the time zone soon. The clocks are changing, aren't they? This month, at some point. Back to GMT. When are they changing again? Does anyone know? Last Saturday? No, I was gonna say. When did this happen? The 24th. Okay, thanks. We got quite a while then. I can keep this BST for a little bit. I've not had the clock on during GMT at all. I think it's always been on as BST, so that'll be interesting. When I said last Saturday, I meant last Saturday of the month. Oh, that would make more sense. Oh. Right, okay. That's too far to the right, yeah. Oh, what's all this Spanish stuff? When was the last time I voice called with you? I think it was Bradley's 18th birthday. It's the last time I remember. Because I remember you and LVK just having constant, like, weird arguments while me and Bradley were just sat there in silence. And it was really amusing. Because you both... There was some sort of, like, similarity to the way you just interacted with each other, somehow. So that would be... 3 years ago this November, if that's the case. But I don't know if anything else has happened recently. I don't remember this what. It's just, you know what, I don't remember everything about it, other than everything I just described. I'm pretty sure Bradley just hosted some birthday fun rooms for his 18th birthday, and we were just on the call with LVK. Sounds unnatural because you're talking about Sean, which is technically a person, not a species. Interesting. Google Translate failed me. You might be confusing me with someone else then, because I think the last time was in a CT Worldwide. There you go then. No, I'm pretty sure you were there. Maybe it was... Maybe I'm confusing the time rather than the thing. Like, maybe we were, like, all in a CT Worldwide together. Like a 24-hour live stream, and I'm just associating that with the birthday fun room. Pretty sure you were there though. I'm pretty sure you were interacting with LVK. I don't remember getting into arguments with anyone. It wasn't a proper argument. It was kind of like just a playful sort of like, no, why are you doing this? Or what do you mean? Oh, what are you trying to say? Why are you acting like that? Sort of thing, if that makes any sense. It wasn't like a proper argument. And it was just amusing to me. Honestly, I can't wait to be in your birthday special this year. It's going to be fun. It won't happen unless I get a 0.3 before December. But I'm pretty sure that's not an impossibility. We have 2 months till then. Surely I can 0.3 by then. If I don't, then it's going to be really depressing. Yeah, I don't think it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen for me to just stick with the 4-3-4 till December. But it's not unlikely. Nah. You had your turn with that. One time only is all I allow. I'm sorry I am cruel, but lol. I am not sorry. I lied to you. Ha 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 ha. No. Not allowed. Not allowed. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't deny it. But hey, you have to be mean sometimes, right? Right? Alrighty then, Bladestorm. Thank you for stopping by. You probably can't hear anything I'm saying. It's good to see you again. Thanks for popping in. Have respect for you, that's why I'm using the Mii's. If you have respect for me, then you wouldn't. You would use your own. Because the way that I feel that respect would work better is if you were to be yourself and join as yourself. Because that's what matters most. Don't have to be anything to do with me. And shouldn't. I don't feel like it's right to be anything to do with me. It's like, why? Questionable. But you have no respect for yourself. You see, that's the problem. The problem there. If you have no respect for yourself, then you should not be respecting me at all. Sounds like a much bigger problem, actually. That was gonna work. Right, apologies, I have to sort out my nose. Though it's good because I don't have like a camera on or anything, so you don't have to see my disgusting face do this sort of horrible shit anyways. Ugh. You'll use a picture of my Mii in your Discord server, then I will delete my Discord server. There will be no more. Oh, what is up with my nose today? changing yours tomorrow. Right. Thanks for letting me know in advance. So I can do something about it. I don't like that. Good. Die. Why did I do that? MC3 gods. That's Lewis. You've just added Lewis. The weird thing about it is that the last few times I've got to a point target, like I want to get 0.6, I want to get 0.5, I want to get 0.4. The last few times that that's happened, it's been very random and abrupt. So it could happen any minute now. But I've not even been finishing enough lap ones. This is a pretty bad session regarding that, which is a pity. But oh well, we have some of those sometimes, right? Tyler, Lewis, Luke, Vincent. I've not heard from Tyler for like a year now. But I've only spoken to him about 2 or 3 times. He randomly commented on my one of my best lap videos. On YouTube on like Christmas Day last year. It caught me off guard. Why are you atting me? There's no way in hell that I'm a god on this track. I'm a bag of shit. That's what I am on this track. I actually went to Lewis's YouTube channel and watched an old PR of his. That's what I used to do. My last PR had a couple of noticeable mistakes and that cost me a god time. You were going to get the first 0.0, Lewis. I remember not long after Luke actually took the record and got the first 118 sub, he went back and did it with double mini turbo and he got 118.095. And I compared your current run with Luke's 095, and you were ahead of him by at least 0.030 or something into the Streamlap 2. But that was where your big mistake was, where you had to re-hop and realign. Like you were driving a lot better than Sean helped Sean to PR. No. I can't. Well, actually, no. That's actually the most sense because in order to PB, I need to cooperate with myself. Well, let's say you're not a god, but a demigod. Maybe not quite that either. Can you compare my time to Luke's in stream? As in his actual triple mini turbo PB or the double mini turbo thing? So his current double mini turbo thing, he's improved the double mini turbo BKT since to like a low 02. I'd have to download it. Well, I'll have to figure out which one it is first and then I'll have to go and download it again. But I could go and get it at the end of this if you really want me to. Just less than an hour's time. 57 minutes left, pretty much. Stop fucking doing that. And we're in startup purgatory. Startup boost purgatory. I should stop talking and I'll get it. There you go. It's going to be unlikely for me to get the US tops, but you're already high in the UK and Ireland tops. Those two things don't connect with each other, Soupblade. Me in the UK and Ireland top should not affect your potential or probability of being in the US tops. And it's that comparison. It's that comparison that would probably hinder you. If anything. Plus, US tops is like a low 0.2 now. It's fucking insanity. Both. Okay, I can do that. I did a bit of math a couple of weeks back, Lewis, when I was talking with Jake. I created a table which roughly converted what times would be if they did triple or if they did double instead. And if Tyler's 107 did triple mini turbo, it would have been a 117.969. And if Luke's first record that he beat Tyler with, which was 118.097, if that run was done with double instead of triple mini turbo, it would have barely missed Tyler's 107. It would have been a one... No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. It would have been a... It would have been like a 118.2. A low 2 or something. Is it me or Americans are who still play Mario Kart Wii on a daily basis, plus Fox and Tom? I think actually you are kind of right. I'd say that the majority of the best players in the game right now are Americans, so that's why the American tops are super strong there. I think Fox doesn't time trial anymore, and Tom's not playing the game at the moment. So I think it's probably a lot of Americans. You have Cole still hanging in there with 2 records from Canada. You got DK from Japan, still on Bowser's Castle. You have some guy, like someone recently called Arthur, on Sherbetland. I don't remember. I think it was GT on Twitch. I looked at a couple of his attempts on stream. And then you have Luke from the UK, and I think David has Yoshi Falls as well. That's all I remember. And McRaren. That's a good... Thank you for reminding me there. Where do you get all those assumptions? Is that aimed at Soup Blade, I assume? You were right, but you're forgetting something. I'm using your advice in doing something. Yeah. I don't feel like it's good advice, though. I feel like if there was anything to take from me as a valuable lesson, it would be to not do what I do. To not play this track. To not play this game and do something more worthwhile with your life. We've had this conversation already and it's really depressed the atmosphere of the stream. So I won't go in it again. But you know my point already. DK's not playing at the moment, but his record is set from like 2017 or 2018. In fact, it'll have to be 18. Yeah, so he's not one of the current players playing as much as he is one of the current record holders, if that makes sense. Okay. I tried Six King Labyrinth today and it's surprisingly fun, challenging but fun. The lap 3 shortcut kills me though, so I might avoid that for now. I still think it's boring. To time trial at least. Not that I've ever properly done it, but it just doesn't look like it would be even interesting. Oh, nunchuck, right. That's why that's not working. Also, yeah, these batteries are fine. They were fresh. Take it easy then, Lord Soup. Thank you for popping by, and thank you for the luck. I'll try and put it to good use, but this session's not the greatest, so I have my doubts for this one, unfortunately. Thank you for popping by again, as always. And thank you for the bread conversation. Soup butt lord. I don't like that turn. That was weird. "30-second ad break." Interesting. As the avoidant I am, I'm saying hell no. That's probably the correct choice. Twitched because I knew I was going to hit the wall otherwise. So this whole section got thrown off. It would be nice to finish a run. There we go. That'll do. Not great, but it's a run. At the very least, I can say that this session was an absolute arse. I love MC3. I hope there's never a time I don't want to play it because it has given me love and respect for Mario Kart Wii and MC3. I feel I don't want to leave the Mario Kart Wii scene or TTing in general. MC3 has given me something to look forward to. Sad truth is, if you're going to take up the game in a similar way that I am, fall into the same traps that I have to some extent, both mentally and physically, and just take the sheer amount of time that I've been working on this in my whole life, then everything you say will become true, sadly. There will be a time where you don't love the track. There will be a time where you lose respect for the game. And there will be a time where you just wanted to get away and leave. There are times like that. But it depends if you want to try and take on this game uniquely and be yourself with it. And it depends on whether or not you want to try copying me to the T. You know, that would probably work out better. did you guys see Tom's latest video about the Mario Kart Wii community? What did you guys think? Is that the TT one where he was just commentating over how people gave Luke grief for beating his record on BC3? Good. Don't copy me at all. Alright? That's why I keep telling you I don't deserve as much as you give. I did not know the community was like that. Yeah. This might be worded weirdly, but Tom is absolutely right. But it's the fact that we have to wait for a figurehead to pipe up and realise they're wrong, and they're wrong is just stupid, if that makes sense. The people just cannot use their own brain. Yeah. What Tom said is what I thought was logical. And the fact that people... The fact that, I guess, people actually were quite disrespectful towards Luke, I guess it made sense. But it's just not necessary. And it's... As well as just being rude and being unnecessary, it gives a really bad reputation to people in the time trial community, for those who aren't really that involved in it. I feel like outsiders supporting specific time trialers in the sense like, oh no, I want Sword to get Delfino Square back, or like, oh, I want to get Luke to sub 142 on Moonview Highway. They're not actually the people that are playing. They're not actually the people that are in the positions. They're just rooting for like a specific player and something. So they're not really involved, because the people who are actually time trialing and the people who are actually going for things on tracks and everything, they are more respectful toward each other. They are more respectful of their own targets for the most part. You might have the odd one or two here, but you know, the people who are actually up in the high ground, I think they can respect each other for the amount of work that is put into playing a track, and they can respect the amount of work that they have to put into the game just generally to try and get up to that point. I certainly do, regarding various different time trialers. And there's also a bit of like a natural talent sort of respect that I have, because a lot of them are better than me, no matter how hard I try. And I guess I feel like that's also the reason why that's kind of brought up a lot of that drama and stuff. Because I guess, I don't know, people kind of had like a negative outlook of Luke doing that, because they perceived him to be almost superhuman, I guess, like to kind of have like this advantage over Tom, and that he just kind of came in and took the record because he didn't care or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's just, oh, I hate it. But the other reason is it's just unnecessary. It's like a waste of energy. There are plenty more things that people could be doing with their time than sitting down and complaining about something that, no matter how much they complain and no matter how much of a dick they could be about it, it's not going to change. Giving Luke grief for taking the record from Tom after he only had it for 2 weeks is not going to magically reverse time and have him not do that. It's not going to magically make it so that Luke somehow deletes his run and just gives it back to Tom. It's not going to change anything. If anything, it does the complete opposite. And it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the whole Tom and Brett thing on Peach Gardens, and everybody's drama and differing perspectives around that. I wouldn't go into too much detail about that, because at the end of the day, I don't really care. But, you know, it's the same sort of thing. You can talk about that and make a big deal out of it as much as you want, but at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything. But yeah, it's just stupid, really. I guess the simple way of looking at this is I agree with Tom. He put it better than I could, really, to be honest. Let's see. What else do people say? The fact that you have to be told, to be told that is just saddening. Haha, glitch time wee funny music in the background to please toddlers. Unlike what I say on stream, I don't think I'm bad or my times are shit. I don't want to only TT what you TT'd. I just enjoy quite well, and I felt like TTing MC3 because of your relatively amazing time. MC3 makes me want to TT a multitude of tracks. You see, that kind of makes sense, and I appreciate the side factor of that. But I don't feel like my time, what I've done, achieved on my own accord, should be a reason for someone else to do it, if that makes sense. In a way, I actually feel bad that me doing something on my own accord has warranted someone to do something else. That's, I guess, it kind of ties in with the main conversation as well. And I guess that's kind of why Luke got attacked as much as it was. Attacked? Like, I guess that whole situation between the BC3 thing caused so much of a problem as it did because Luke just happened to play the track again, and I guess some people could have seen it as in him coming to the track and playing it because of Tom. And although, there could be an influence aspect there, Luke might have subconsciously felt the need to play the track because he saw Tom doing it. Realistically, I think like a lot more people than Luke picked up the track and played it. If you look at the worldwide tops, you can see there's, I think, several players who picked up the track and played it at the same time that Tom was playing it. And it's probably more of a coincidence that they did that, and that I feel like the better way to look at it is that the community was just lifting up the track's popularity as a whole, rather than one player kickstarting it, and then, everybody else kind of just follows in the footprints. At least that's the way that I see it. Like, with Moonview Highway, collectively, I mean, well, individually you can see that Justin and Luke have been playing it, and I guess arguably because Justin took the record, it warranted Luke to come back and play the track again and get the record back. That kind of makes sense. But collectively, they have been playing the track together, and the change in the track's popularity has warranted other players to play it. That's the way that I see it. Collectively, it makes sense. Individually, it does not. Natural talent always plays a vital part and prevails a lot. Very true. Natural talent. It all goes back to work. I did not have any natural talent. It is 20% genetics, 80% work. The time doesn't care about the work. That's simply how it is. That's very true. You can put years and years into this, like I have, because there is no talent that I have whatsoever in the game. Pretty much all you see is all the work that I've put into the track. There's not really any talent there whatsoever. And you can see that there is a lack of natural talent by my feeble efforts to try and do the ending correctly and just struggle to majority of the time. It's kind of sad, but it's true. 6 years of work and I've just casually been overtaken by Scorpion Fatality this last year. We've got down to a very low 118s. I still respect them for it though. There's no hate to it whatsoever, but still. Can't help but just being a little bit envious, you know. Because they obviously are. They've obviously got more of a talent than I do. Brett did it for more of a personal gain, I think. And I think that's what people thought Luke did on BT3. So I remember I did talk to Brett about it. He just kind of had a bit of a grudge against Tom and kind of wanted to get back on him for it. I don't agree with what he did by any means at all, and I wouldn't do it. And it was a very shit move to do. He doesn't care though, so there's no point in giving a damn. Talent is a big deal in TTs for sure. About how your body deals with muscle memory. That's true. Actually, that is a good point. I think mine is relatively decent with muscle memory. Never saying Tom was in the wrong. I have like 10,000 hours and I'm nowhere near Luke or whoever. Yep. I don't even want to know how much I've put into the game. That's very true. Also, hello Colin, by the way. It's more the fact that the whole community had to wait for a figurehead or sorts to pipe up about how to not be a tard. True. If you believe that genetics play a huger role than work, you better quit practicing. Luke has more experience than you, that's all. I actually think Luke's... Like, Luke... I don't know how long Luke has been playing for, but the earliest I remember seeing him around in the community is in 2015. And that's less than half the time that I've been playing the game for. Or about half. Yeah, that sucks. If you can't develop the muscle memory for things, then it can be really tricky, because that means you can't really zone out and play the game without thinking about it too much. You have to think about what your hands are doing and button presses and everything. I guess I'm fortunate enough in that regard that I have at least somewhat decent muscle memory, but it's not the greatest. My personal downfall is that I have dyspraxia, which means that I grip the controller quite harshly, and my movements are very rough, not very gentle. It's an issue that I've always had. If I could just play with a little bit more of a softer control, then it would be a lot easier to play. But alas, I don't, and that's why I have constant hand pains and everything. Natural talent does exist. Genetics influence your success. It is proven. But your work has more weight than your talent. Let's put it this way. If you have a natural talent, affinity for math, but you never practice, you won't get any better. I put over half a decade into Wario Stadium, and look, I don't have worldwide tops anymore. Sucks to suck. At least you did have it at some point, though. I guess that's the positivity. The positive side that you can put into this. Of course, it's not a talent to understand the tech. Being confident about the strats, etc. I know almost everything in depth due to TASes and can analyze, but I literally can't put that into my runs. Luke whatsoever didn't even know what he was doing back in the day, but got good times naturally. I think he did develop an understanding eventually, because he eventually did kind of come in and start talking to other players. Like he was he was connected with Russo and Emil and Blaze, like when he first appeared in 2016 or something. So he would have been able to learn what he was doing, and I guess he had some sort of natural talent to further his abilities, but actually developing an understanding of what he was doing technically helped him to push that further. And that's why he is so good in that regard. It's when people hyperfixate on worldwide top 10s, they get burnt out, because of the idea of TTs is to focus on yourself, not others. That's kind of what I'm trying to tell Soupblade. But I'm really bad at telling him that. That's also why I don't have this showing on stream at the moment, wherever it is. That it's a target that I'd like to get to at some point, but I think I need to focus on just breaking into the 0.3s first, before I even worry about that as a whole. Luke is a master being precise, learning from mistakes. And that's genetics. His body literally lets him learn this better than others. How would you tell your muscles to not be inconsistent? I know for a fact that what I'm doing wrong driving wise, but muscle memory doesn't let me. Early 2016, yeah, that was like... Maybe not early 2016, maybe mid 2016 when the Ghost database came about. Because Luke was a part of YN, the YN clan. Russo and Emil were in that together. Of course, more work you put into it, the better you get. But everyone has limits. I can't play infinitely and get world records just because of hard work. There you go. I can say the same thing. Luke was claiming CT BKTs before he even contacted the community. I kind of saw it to be around the same time. And I think that kind of just came as a benefit for what Luke was doing. Because I think Luke stated on one of his streams, I don't know for certain, but I believe he said that his initial target when the Ghost database came out was that he was trying to get enough gold stars to to get one of the custom Wiis that Bean and Chadders were giving away. Hello Neptune, thank you for the good luck, although we're having a bit of a discussion at the moment, it seems. Exactly, I can say, hey, I was top 3 in the world at X track. Yeah, there you go. I know what Lewis tries to say, but I think that doesn't apply to Mario Kart Wii. I would say more specifically, it says... It speaks for Lewis more than it would speak for you. So Lewis is kind of like trying to say that a lot of what he's been able to achieve was through effort and hard work. And what you were trying to say in response is that you could put in as much hard work or more hard work than anybody else, but you physically don't have the ability to do the same thing. And it doesn't work in that regard. It's kind of subjective, because for some people that could work, for some people it can't. But in the short notice, I think just generally, for the most part, the Mario Kart Wii, just playing time trialing doesn't reward time at all. Not many people can say that, so here we are. And I think that's the best way forward. So many newcomers think they're just going to start on continental top 10s. Just lower your standards and you're going to have a way easier time. It's true. It's true. I've had to tell people this as well. Like, there would be someone who just comes in, or there'll be like someone who's just like, I don't know, an 11-year-old kid just filming their TV screen with an iPad or something, and it says the title was like going for DK Mountain no glitch world record attempts, and then you open up the screen and you look at it and you see them bounce around like there's no tomorrow at the very beginning after not getting a full starter boost and then just holding one continuous drift around the turn before the cannon, and you're like, yeah. You know, you kind of get those. To be incredibly honest, I think I fell under that category once a long, long time ago. I remember there was once upon a time I played against Nick's old Maple Treeway world record after I didn't even know how to play the game properly. It was literally just me as a super casual just trying to play against this Funky Kong on the Bowser bike, playing with all these strats and all this tech that it was just completely alien to me. Literally, I'd play with Baby Mario on the Baby Booster or something, with the manual on the Wii wheel, and I wouldn't even manually drift. That was literally how I used to play the game because I didn't know it. Like, that's how it worked. For you, Handy, I say that because you are tryharding the same track over and over again, your inconsistency got stronger as well as the mistakes are established, and I think you need to relearn the track from scratch. To an extent, that's what I do every time I take a break. I've recently just come back to this track after taking September completely off, and when I started off again, like, I wasn't getting anywhere. I had to kind of think about how I was driving. I had to kind of think about what I was doing to try and get it back into my muscle memory again and try and, work the process of the driving. And this, in a sense, is the same thing. I'm still kind of working in that regard. Or it's still working for me in that regard. I'm kind of relearning how to drive the track again in a way, or just de-rusting, I guess, is the best way that I could say. So I have done that, and you are correct. Breaks do help. Sometimes you can overdo it a lot, and it's more harmful than it is to help. Mentally, physically, and I guess emotionally to some extent. At the moment, there's no issues, though, I think, because I've had a little break and I come back to it. And when I hit point 3, I plan on resting up and doing something different for a longer period of time. A lot of it is mindset. We can all agree on that. Yeah, absolutely. There is always someone bigger and better than you at whatever you do, no matter what it is about. True. Very, very true. Both perspectives are colliding each other, which is why this discussion is subjective. I guess that's why all discussions are subjectives. I don't think it's subjective. The proof is there. Look at Luke. Look at Tolt. Look at me. That's proof that your point is correct. And the way that I was trying to say that it's subjective is that for you that's true. If it's a tried and tested thing for you, then that's definitely true. But it hasn't worked out that way in comparison to, Luke and Tom, in the same way as it between Luke and you. It hasn't worked the same way between you and Tom as it has between Luke and Tom. There could be similarities, but the differences that naturally hold them back are different. And the way that you can compare two people together, the way that someone else could compare themselves with someone else, would be completely different. I think that's what Lewis is trying to get at. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's just another way of looking at it. The proof is there if you're regarding to yourself. And if that's how you feel about it, then it's true. But it may not be seen the same way from Lewis's perspective or from anyone else's like influence or perspective. I don't know, I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot there. Someone who's better than me at MC3. I'm barely scratching a 120.3. Sean is aiming for a time 2 seconds faster. But that... it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be focusing on what I have over you, Soup Played. You shouldn't be focusing on anything like that. That's kind of what we stated earlier about... I think Jordan said something... like Jordan said about how people coming in and just thinking that they can get continental tops or worldwide tops just for playing the game. Like, I've just had a lot more time to play. I understand a lot more aspects of the track, and I'm actually able to at least put it to some use. You haven't played time trials for that long at all. You've started within the amount of time that I put into the track for this year. So it's not really worth comparing myself to you. Otherwise, you're just going to affect yourself and bring it back down. That is not subjective. What is subjective is my idea versus yours. But moving away from that, in my opinion, Luke has both genetics plus work in his pocket, which is why he is one of the best drivers. Yeah. That is true. Back to MC3. Good. It doesn't matter, I agree. I'm not focusing on what you have over me, just stating a fact. But the fact that you're trying to state it in that sense could kind of mean that you're putting yourself down in the same regard, if that makes any sense. Yeah, in fact, Jordan put it better. Then the fact is not useful. The fact is not useful for a man or a beast. That's a good way of staying at, actually. Let's end this discussion on that, shall we? That was a good discussion. I liked it. Alright. Same time tomorrow, lads. We would just be, like, repeating ourselves, I swear. That's too far to the right. Discussions are always fun if no emotion is involved. I love you all. I love you too, Colin. Going back to MC3 grind tomorrow. Maybe make a Luigi me first. You can take it from the ghost if you use my method. Ooh. No. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on yourself and others if you are unable to move forward. Yeah, when is your CTGP comeback? I guess when Lewis gets a console. Shall I send you my Wii U, Lewis, so you can get me a 118.0? Miis are more fun to make. Yeah, making Miis is for scrum. Scrum? Scum. Scrum. What does scrum even mean? Is that even a word, or did I just make that up? Scrum. What is that? I still want to see Tyler and Lewis get 117s. Well, Lewis can tell you his story behind it, but I know regarding Tyler, Tyler is working in a nursing home. And the only reason as to why he's got the last 2 PBs that he has is because he had a bit of free time. So his 088 was set, I think, within like a transition between whatever he was doing in education and starting off at the nursing home. And then, obviously, that's going to be preoccupying his time. His newest PB was probably set during when everything was in lockdown, and he was probably redundant from his job. It's possible for Tyler to get 117s, and I would honestly like it to see him get a 117 as well, because that would be hype. His 107, if it had triple mini turbos in, would have been the first 117. But I think Lewis plays the track, not Lewis, Tyler plays the track a lot more casually these days. Also, that was a really good first lap to start off with, and then I just released the mini turbo a bit too prematurely on the hairpin. Completely killed. That was a nice lap though, I can't complain too much. But yeah. He's super wholesome as well, Tyler. He's such a nice guy to talk to. I've only talked to him a few times, but he was so chill about it. Because I'd spam him, or I message him more than once, and I'd do it with really lengthy paragraphs, and I'd apologize and be like, oh, I'm probably so inconvenient. And he's like, hey, it's cool, man, you know, it's nice to read something from someone every once in a while. He's like, so chill, he's so chill. Jimbo 117, my god. Roy 117. Just all the OG worldwide tops. Nobuo 117. That would be something. Unreal. Who else is up there that's cool? Rainier. Oh my god. Jimbo 117 would be dope. That would be rip me ever getting anywhere higher than 5th UK if that happens. Yeah, hopefully Tyler's doing alright. He deserves to be doing alright. He's so wholesome. It's so bizarre. I spend more time in the me channel than I do the game in the last year or two. That's funny. Lewis will come back when he's ready to. Or when he's able to, I'd say. Not sure when I will come back to Mario Kart Wii. It's when you can. When you're able to, like I said. Oh my god. It feels really surreal that I have to beat Jimbo to try and get into the European tops now. If I want to. I do want to though. Everyone always has unfinished business with Mario Kart Wii. It's true. It's true. There's always things that you can't quite get, and when you try and push for them, you always uncover more. It's just the way the game works. It's always that's how it's worked for me to just progress on this track single-handedly. You know, a target of mine was once upon a time just the sub 119. I got the most underwhelming sub possible as my first 118. It's 118.999. Just 20 minutes into the session one day. And it didn't even hook on when I first got that run. I almost skipped past the splits and everything because I just thought it was another dud run. I had to look twice and see that it was a 118. But it was a 118 and I took it. It counted to me then. And if it wasn't for Jacob, aka IDK_maniac, for playing the track again, I wouldn't have decided to pick it up and bop him. kind of just went for the sub. Jacob got a good time, and I thought it might be nice to have a friendly competition between me and him again. And then I started playing the track. I learnt the triple mini turbo because it's more convenient for me. And then people started turning up at my streams and said, hey, you should go for UK top. And so I was in disbelief at first, but then I decided to go for it. And annoyingly, the UK top kept changing, because when I started going for it, it was like a mid 6, and it went all the way down to a high 6. And then I casually got it while getting my first 0.6. That was probably the best PV I've got on this track. Like, literally, I just casually returned, and then after, like, I think it was 2 months off, and then in, like, a week, I got a 118.608 as my first 0.6, and just 10th UK, just out of nowhere, and I was like, what the hell, why did I get this? And then Lewis came along and started saying that I could get European tops, and now that's my time. That's my target. What other tracks do you have UK tops on? I don't have any other UK tops. This is my only one, by quite a landslide, actually. I've only got like get by times to decent times everywhere else. It's my only track. Ah, yes. That's the thing as well, Colin. Your time's like 440, isn't it? Because before I got this PB, I got 441. So we were right next to each other on the database, separated by only a millisecond. And then I just got this run randomly in one stream. It's a really silly comparison as well. I'm pretty sure I compared us, and you just got a better ending than I did. And if I was ahead of you, and then you just kind of jotted ahead just right at the very end and switched back to my name label, and that's it. For real, I can see you being quite good at tracks like SNES GV2, maybe Moonview Highway, maybe even Raceway. Yeah, I dabbled with Raceway whenever I need a break from this. I've played it. I've got a 144 on that though, with Daisy. But I don't do the double pipe tricks. I just drive the track. I've done GB2 with Mopbike as well. I got a 53.970. I think I need like a 0.3 in order to get UK tops on there, which is quite tricky. My problem with GB2 though is it's very fast pace, and I can't quite keep up very well. I like playing Shy Guy Beach as well with the Magi. That's really relaxing actually for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, 144 is not too bad. I'm not good at GV2 at all. I got a 53.6 out of nowhere and called it quits. Fair enough. And since 141 is possible with one pipe per lap, you can focus on grinding. Sweet. I might give it a go someday. It's not on my radar at the moment, but it's definitely not impossible for me to play that track and push it further. I've just done it as like a side track, you know, like I'm too sick of playing this track, I want to play something else. Oh, Raceway, I'll do that. And I did it. And there you go. That's my story. Did I miss anything else? I quit GB2. Then I pursued this track. You should go back to GB2. Watch, you're getting the ads. We're getting ads today. This is great. Raceway and Desert Hills are the most therapeutic tracks to drive. My problem with Desert Hills is the ending, just going over the hill part, but the whole aesthetic of the track is really nice. And my PB is set with Wario on the Flame Flyer in honor of Dope Ride, the oldest archived world record. I raced against him and everything on stream, actually. Anyways, ads, let's go. Hooray. Where's the 60-second one gone? Why is it up here? Wow. It took me that entire ad break to type that one message. But most of that time was looking for the emote. I should just type the emotes really, shouldn't I? But I never do that. Improvement curves go insane when you start grinding every track from time to time. Getting gold stars everywhere will make you better faster overall. True. Do everything, Soupblade. Do everything. It's like earlier this year, actually, I went and got all the CTGP gold stars in every Nintendo. It's a pain in the ass to do, especially with BC64 and Rainbow Road, but I did it. And the thing that I actually found out as well is Mr. Bean has all of them too. I didn't realise until after I'd done it all myself and I saw him in the leaderboard. Soup for 32 out of 32 gold stars. There we go. New target. Chat has decided. That could give you some relief, perhaps. What? Grinding for gold stars? In a sense, it does. Oh, wait, no, this is it. Did you say earlier that you have hard grip on your controllers? Have you ever played with GCN? They're built like fucking brick. Yeah. Outside of playing MC3, I'd actually say that GameCube's probably the main controller that I use if I wanted to play online. The Hori Classic controller here is GameCube design. And earlier in the summer, I got an adapter which converts Classic controller to GameCube, so I can actually use this controller as a GameCube controller like it's designed. But the problem with that is that it's my hands, not necessarily the controller itself. So, regardless of what controller that I use, I am gripping it hard. I am pressing hard with everything that I do. I like gripping it tight and having quite a firm movement to it. That's just how dyspraxia works. And the way that I prefer to play with the GameCube controller as well is I like to do right-hand claw. Because that way, as I use the Wiimote and Nunchuck, so my wheelie timings are on the right side of my body, muscle memory wise anyways. If I use right-hand claw, then the thumb on my right arm is the one that is timing the wheelies, so I can just... I don't know what am I trying to say with this? The timing is on the same side of the body as if I was using the Wiimote and nunchuck, so I've kind of just utilised that. And I have large enough hands to do so, so there's not too much of a problem. The big deal, though, is that because I press hard, is that over time I just get this horrible indent on my pointer finger. Maybe getting Gold Star GV2 will remove my PTSD. Can we guys make Sean play Fortnite? No. No, you can't, unless someone buys the reward. It's going to take 500 years to get the amount of chat points to get that, so I wouldn't count on it happening anytime soon. Someone should have invented a left-handed GameCube controller. To some extent, I feel like one exists somewhere. I swear I would have seen one. So I swear I have seen one, but it might be just someone making a mock-up image. Anyways, I'm going to try and get one more lap one, and then I'm going to end off. It's 1 o'clock now, so we've got my curfew. The session hasn't really been that desirable, but the stream itself has been good. We've had some decent discussions. I felt pretty content with talking to everybody, and we got a raid, which I think we sustained most of the viewers for, actually. Which is nice. It's a pity that I just couldn't put it to good use in PB at the same time, but yeah, never know. They exist? Oh my god. I need to see. Link me if you find like a place where you can buy them. I'd love to see that. This will work. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's a good one to end on. I was really into that lap as well. Except for the ending. Why don't you include your best splits in the overlay? I don't know. That's a good question. I could. But there's not too much space there. I just remembered you suggested like have like a slideshow between the two things, didn't you, Zed, at some point? So I could do that. Did I save any ghosts today? I think I had like a 0.5 and that was it. The fact that I finished a run in this session means that it's okay. It was alright. Oh my god! These things do exist. What? I was staying in the UK and I left my GameCube controller at home, so I went to the store to buy one. Is it? It has to be, because that's the way that the smash symbol actually looks, isn't it? Yeah, the smash symbol's the right way around. It's not mirrored. Oh, that's messing with my mind. Oh, and I just got the thing as well. I was staying in the UK and I left my GameCube controller at home, so I went to buy one in the other store, and it's all on the left, on the right side. Like the wheel. I see. That's funny. I'm going to retweet that because I don't have anything else better to do. I'd kill to try something out like that. I would too. If you manage to find one, Jordan, hit me up. I'll be up for trying that shit out. You did. Ah, well, I remember now. Cool. I didn't finish a run today, but I still got a few 0.7 laps. There you go. Give you a shout. Awesome, awesome. So I fixed this as well. That wasn't showing up. I might as well list some of the comparisons I've done, if I can find them. So, in fixing this, I saw these 2 times. Ace and Breakson decided to record and compare these 2 together. Daisy Circuit. I was requested by Scorpy to compare between him and Axel. Oop. On this one. They did tie. Well, actually, like, Ace was ever so slightly ahead, including the Pico set in second. So, yeah. What's the one that I did on here? 20... That's not going to show up, is it? Unless I do this. This and this time. And then, of course, you have my MC3 that I got as well. Take it easy then, Jordan. Thanks for hanging out today. It's a pleasure having you around as always. See you again soon. I still need to get gold, RBC gold star, but I'm working on getting it right now. Good luck. It's an absolute bitch to play. I thought when I was good enough at at least understanding how to drive the game, I'd be able to get it with no problem. But I was wrong. Oh, I was wrong. It is nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's so nasty, and I hate it. Lewis was there. Lewis was there. Yeah, I've got 234.8, so I can get it soon. Oh, for sure. If you're in the 34s, then it should be no problem. It's just a pain to do still, regardless. It was not nice. What am I looking for? Ah, yes. I wanted to show this pace. I'll just show the concept of this pace off. Wherever it is. So that's what I managed to finish off today. That's alright. Not too shabby. It's actually, I think it's the fastest time I've finished off since I've come back. No, that would be that. $10 millisecond difference, which is interesting. Yeah. I got this. Don't know if anyone is here who doesn't know of this already, but I put a video up on YouTube where I compared this with this 10th European. As you can see, entering into lap 3, I was 14 milliseconds ahead of Jimbo. So I could have, if I sustained at least 26.121. If that last lap was literally 2 seconds faster, then that would have been a 1:18.377. If That was, let's say, oh, I think even an O like 70 or an O 60 would be good enough. Let's take a look. 26.177. No, wait, what's my run there? 26.218 plus 26.038. That's 1. 218 plus 26.038 plus 26 point 074. If I had 074 on the nose just for my last lap, which is more than possible, by the way, if I just drive decently enough, I would have got 118.330, which would not only have been my first ever .3 by over a .1 cut, which would be incredible at this level on the track, but it would also be European tops. It would actually be 9th European by a millisecond, I'm pretty sure, and 2 milliseconds ahead of Jimbo, so that would be interesting. Yeah, the .0 lap 2 is my best lap 2. Oh, I said I was going to do a comparison for Lewis, didn't I? Lewis, you still here? I forgot about this. I said I would do it. What is the... No. Okay, I won't do it then. Now, what is what is the BKT? I think it's this. Yeah, that's it. That looks familiar. Okay, double mini turbo BKT. That's current double mini turbo BKT. The one that I was talking about beforehand, if I remember it. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. That's the one. I will show you all of them, Lewis. Oh, just do double BKT. Okay. I've not seen you in comparison to double BKT, so... What is my birthday? You already know my birthday. Told you my birthday already. The 5th of the 12th, close, not quite. 2 days difference. There, Soup, when's your birthday? Flipping it back on him. Right, here we go. Is it the 7th? Is it? My birthday's the 18th of March. Woo! Cool. Your doubles look different to his. Stop being difficult. That's easier said than done. And this run's a lot stronger than the other one that he had. But I guess it gives you an idea of what pace this was on. At the very most, I'd say this was like a 118.0 pace. It's 0.05 pace even. Cool. I know you said you only wanted this one, but I want to look at the other one as well. Because I am curious. Can we push it down to an 069? You'll have to ask Lewis. In fact, you are asking Lewis, so why did I even bother pointing that out? I'd like to say you're about as far ahead of him in this run as he was in his double BKT. Something like that, yeah. Your shroom is bad. Isn't that the thing that like killed this run to you? I think you said like the driving is pretty juicy everywhere else but there. There you go. You're welcome. There were multiple factors, I remember. I wrote them in my YouTube video. You've probably told me them before as well, actually. I remember doing a comparison between your 170 and your 169. Alright, anyways, I'm not going to go on too much longer than this. Not the greatest of sessions that I had tonight, but it was a good stream, as I've said already. And as I had a raid, I will pass on the raid. I figured out why the hosts and raids don't show up all the time now. It is because within the most recent Twitch update, if you host or raid someone with less than 5 views, it doesn't show. It doesn't show in their Twitch chat. And it doesn't show in their dashboard for some reason. So the last few raids that I've got have had more than 5 views by quite a landslide actually. So we will share them out. Cool. Right. Onward. And beyondward. I wish it was easy to get beyond wood. That was a terrible sentence. Just go back, please. Thank you. Who is live today? Let's take a look. After I get this stream up so I can raid. Oh, there was a lot of choice. Take it easy then, Lewis. Thanks for hanging out today, as always. We had some great discussions. Hopefully I can do you proud and get a good PB soon. We'll see. Let's go with Sean today, shall we? Already made you proud. That's good. Good enough. Right. Soup played You Will Make Me Proud when you stop idolizing me so much. I swear, it's just strange. Anyways. Gonna raid Sean. Wish him the best of luck from me. He's doing some time trials on Dry Ruins, I believe, for American record, actually, which is going to be pretty cool to watch. A much better player than me, and the best Sean in Mario Kart time trials, in my opinion. Proven by his 118.2 on MC3, I have you know. Wish him the best of luck from me. Don't be a dick, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Take it easy, and have a good night.